the English Horizon podcast. Hosts, Grace and Oliver. Episode, The Fluency Illusion, Why Understanding Isn't the Same as Speaking. Grace, hello everyone, and welcome to the English Horizon, the space where we look beyond basic grammar to help you expand your linguistic limits and discover new horizons in communication. I'm Grace.
Oliver, and I'm Oliver. It is absolutely wonderful to be spending this time with you all today. Grace, I received a very honest email from a listener yesterday that said, "Oliver, I watch English movies with no subtitles and understand everything perfectly. But the moment I open my mouth to speak, my brain freezes, and I fumble for basic words. Why am I fluent in my head but stuck in real life?"
Oh, that is the classic fluency illusion, Oliver. It is a massive source of frustration for language learners. In cognitive science, we call this the difference between recognition knowledge and production skill. Recognizing a word when you hear it requires very little mental energy, but pulling that word out of your brain and executing it with your mouth muscles under pressure is a completely different ballgame.
Exactly. It's like watching videos of a professional race car driver for 100 hours. You understand exactly how they steer, brake, and drift around corners. But if someone suddenly throws you the keys to a real race car and tells you to drive at full speed, you are probably going to freeze up or crash.
What a brilliant analogy, Oliver. Watching the sport doesn't train your hands or feet. The mistake most intermediate learners make is that they keep watching the driver, meaning they spend 90% of their study time passively consuming content like podcasts, Netflix, or books, and mistakenly assume that their speaking skills are growing at the same rate.
Wow, that makes so much sense. Passive listening trains your ears, but it doesn't train the physical muscles in your vocal cords or the fast neural pathways needed for instant speech production.
Precisely, Oliver. So, how do our listeners shatter this illusion and bridge the gap between their ears and their mouth?
Step number 1 is to transition into active out-loud mimicry. When you are listening to a podcast like ours, don't just sit there silently nodding your head. Pick out 3 specific sentences that sound incredibly natural, pause the audio, and force yourself to speak them out loud 3 times. You have to physically bridge the gap by making your mouth copy what your ears just decoded.
I love that. It turns passive listening into a live workout. Another powerful technique is the Voice Memo challenge. Once a day, pick a random topic, like what I ate for breakfast or my goals for next month, and record a 60-second voice note of yourself speaking on your phone. Do not write a script, just speak freely. Then, play it back and listen to where you stumbled.
That is an incredible habit, Grace. It forces your brain to build sentences on the spot, and listening to your own recordings destroys that mental freeze over time. Remember, guys, fluency is a motor skill, not just a mental state. You can't learn to swim by reading a book about water.
Beautifully said, Oliver. Be patient with your vocal muscles. Moving from understanding to speaking takes active effort, but training your mouth daily will change everything.
Absolutely. And if you want a perfect, supportive environment to try out your active speaking skills and get real-time corrections without any social pressure, make sure to click the link in our description to try the English Horizon AI Mentor. It is the ultimate playground to turn your thoughts into fluent speech.
If today's episode helped clarify your learning journey, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our brand new show, and share this with your study partners. And let us know in the comments, can you understand more English than you can actually speak?
Oliver, thank you for aiming for new horizons with us today. Keep training those speaking muscles, you've got this.
Grace, see you in our next session.
Bye.
Byes everyone.